Today, we're talking about the jaw-dropping world of movie budgets. You won't believe how much these movies cost to make. Here's a breakdown of the top 10 most expensive movie productions in history, detailing their budgets, where the money went, and their financial successes at the box office. 10. Tangled, released 2010. Budget, $260 million. Where the money went? Disney's Tangled had a lengthy development period, during which the animation process was restarted multiple times, pushing costs up. The blending of traditional and CGI animation styles also made production more expensive. Box office, $592 million. Success. The movie was well received and performed solidly at the box office, though its profits were less impressive given the high production cost. 9. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, released 2016. Budget, $263 million. Where the money went? The high cost was due to extensive CGI, elaborate set pieces, and the salaries of high-profile stars like Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. The film's large-scale action scenes and world-building were also expensive. Box office, $873.6 million. Success. While it was commercially successful, the film was heavily criticized for its tone, pacing, and character development, which affected its overall reception. 8. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, released 2019. Budget, $275 million. Where the money went? Heavy use of visual effects, large-scale set pieces, reshoots, and post-production tweaks inflated the budget. The film also paid hefty sums to returning legacy actors and for elaborate location shoots. Box office, $1.074 billion. Success. Though financially successful, the film received mixed reviews, with fans and critics divided on its storytelling and tone. 7. Justice League, released 2017. Budget, $300 million. Where the money went? Extensive reshoots and post-production changes following Zack Snyder's departure, along with high CGI costs for characters like Cyborg and Superman. The ensemble cast and multiple location shoots added to the total. Box office, $657 million. Success. A financial disappointment, especially compared to other superhero films, and heavily criticized for its inconsistent tone and storytelling. 6. Avengers: Infinity War, released 2018. Budget, $325 million. Where the money went? The ensemble cast, large-scale action sequences, CGI, and VFX-heavy production, especially for characters like Thanos, drove up the costs. Filming across multiple international locations added further expense. Box office, $2.048 billion. Success. A critical and commercial hit, building momentum for Avengers Endgame. Just a quick reminder to like and subscribe. Your support allows us to create more informative videos. Now let's get back to it. 5. Fast X, released 2023. Budget, $340 million. Where the money went? High production costs were driven by extensive international location shooting, over-the-top action sequences, including large-scale car chases and stunts, and the return of major stars like Vin Diesel. Delays caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and director changes also contributed to ballooning costs. Box office, $714 million. Success. The film performed decently at the box office but fell short of previous Fast and Furious installments in terms of profitability. Critical reception was mixed. 4. Avengers Endgame, released 2019. Budget, $356 million. Where the money went? Enormous spending on visual effects, CGI-heavy characters like Thanos, high salaries for its all-star cast, and grand battle sequences. Filming in multiple international locations also increased production costs. Box office, $2.798 billion. Success. Endgame was a massive hit, briefly becoming the highest-grossing film of all time and receiving universal praise from fans and critics. 3. Avatar: The Way of Water, released 2022. Budget, estimated $350 to $460 million. Where the money went? James Cameron invested heavily in developing new technology for underwater motion capture. The film also featured cutting-edge CGI, requiring years of development, with much of the budget allocated to visual effects. Extensive post-production work and location filming added to the costs. Box office, $2.319 billion. Success. It became one of the highest-grossing films of all time, receiving strong critical acclaim for its visual innovations. 2. Avengers: Age of Ultron, released 2015. Budget: $365 million. Where the money went? The high cost was due to major action sequences, the use of CGI for characters like Ultron and Hulk, and the massive cast. Location shooting in multiple countries also increased expenses. Box office: $1.403 billion. Success: a box office hit, though not as critically well received as other Marvel films. Before we dive into number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, released 2018. Budget $250 million. Box office $1.310 billion. Spider-Man 3, released 2007. Budget $258 million. Box office $894.9 million. The Lion King, released 2019. Budget $260 million. Box office $1.663 billion. And the number 1 most expensive movie production in history is Pirates of the Caribbean, on Stranger Tides, released 2011. Budget $379 million. Where the money went? Heavy spending on visual effects, location shoots, and A-list salaries, especially for Johnny Depp. The use of 3D technology and extensive CGI in post-production also added to the cost. Box office $1.046 billion. Success: despite its enormous budget, the film was commercially successful, though received mixed reviews. So there you have it, the top 10 most expensive movies ever made. While most of these films were box office successes, a few like Justice League and Batman v Superman underperformed relative to expectations. However, the general trend shows that large budgets can often result in high box office returns, particularly for franchises like Marvel and Star Wars. These films pushed the boundaries of what's possible in cinema, and their budgets reflect just how much goes into creating these epic stories. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know what kind of videos you want to see next here on the Know the 411 channel. Catch you at the movies!